Good evening. It is December 2nd, and we are celebrating Miss Britney Jean Spears' birthday. There's a lot to do, lots to talk about. I'm here with my best friend, Tommy. Thank you for joining us. There's a lot to do tonight, and we're going to do it all. So let's just start. Let's let the music play. All right, so first of all, why are we here tonight? Why are we talking about Britney Spears? Obviously, it's her birthday, but this is a tradition that kind of started like years and years ago for Tommy and I. We would always basically have Thanksgiving a second time.
Pretty much.
Just celebrate her birthday, sit around and just tell stories about Britney Spears and how much we love her, how fantastic she is, and just take a moment to listen to her music and watch her videos, just appreciate the wonder that she is. Okay. And with that, well, this is obviously super exciting because now this is her first one as a free woman in like what, 12, 13 years. It's her 40th. She's getting to go out tonight, as we saw on the gram. So good for her. Okay. So these dinners, yes, they were fun. They were really, really special. Tommy would always make a ham. And I would do like,
I was like, I'll make a ham.
Always making a ham. What else did we do? I mean, we had sweet potatoes, like collard greens, cornbread.
These parties took on a life of their own. Like they just kept growing and growing. There was more food. There was only a handful of people at these parties.
Yeah,
we had a fake red carpet.
We did. We made a fake red carpet. We had interviews. We took pictures and everything.
That did not work out.
No.
Remember I bought the fake microphone to do interviews? I think I got one interview.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess. It was a bit of a mess. We even
pom-poms.
We did like little cheerleader pom-poms and like beats and silly string and all this stupidness. But you know what we did do one year is when we choreographed that routine.
Oh God.
To say happy birthday.
Surprise.
What's that?
Is this the surprise?
This is a surprise. Oh. I have unearthed the original video.
You know what?
This is from like, no, come back. This is from 7 years ago. Yes, so and I was too drunk to function, not even facing the camera. I mean, this was a real disaster. Oh, hi, Steffi. Saying happy birthday, Britney. Thank you so much. You know, so thank you so much, as if it's my birthday. Thank you so much. Before we get into the unearthed video of this poorly choreographed routine, just to get everybody in the spirit here, as far as like what we're doing and what we're talking about, I had some people send us some videos of them wishing Britney well. And I've got a couple. And some people that you would not expect to be Britney fans, So the first one is from Jess Ader Ferretti from the podcast Shit Moms Won't Say. She jumped on the opportunity to get in on this. So let's see what Jess had to say for Britney's birthday.
Happy birthday, Britney Jean Spears! Woohoo! It's a free Britney birthday! We the people have freed Britney Spears. Hello! That is like the biggest news since like World War II ended. I don't know. I can't think of anything comparable. I think that's like on par. World War II ending, Britney being free, and now we are in a heart shape celebrating her birthday. And that means she gets to celebrate her birthday with her hot like boyfriend, fiance, husband. We don't really know where he stands right now, but they get to celebrate it doing whatever she wants. Whatever she wants to do on her birthday, Britney should do. I have been a wild Britney fan for as long as I can remember, which I know is like surprising to some people because it doesn't really go with my whole aesthetic. I love her though. I love her so much, so much. I've seen her in concert several times, and each concert has been better than the last. There are so many memorable Britney moments. I can't even talk as how much I love Britney Spears. So many memorable moments. My favorite though is her performance on the VMAs with NSYNC. Over here. No, right here. That performance will always be number one, my favorite. Sort of only like in parallel with the lesbian kiss, because I'm who I am. Happy birthday, Britney Jean. Free Britney. We fucking did it. Happy birthday. Yes.
So cute. Thank you, Jess.
I have to say, I agree with so many things from that video. Like, obviously, I think in the history books, it's going to be World War II and like Britney Spears' emancipation. Like,
it is. No, I sat there and I was like, you know what? I take no issue with this.
And that performance, I think that's the one where she's like, I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine.
That is it. And we quote that all the time. Very robotic, but very iconic. And it was everything. And I just remember being very surprised to see that NSYNC was just sitting there, like with their heads down, like the whole time, they're right there. I mean, come on, it's an iconic performance. And when she started talking about like what performance she wanted to like go into, of course, I assumed it was going to be, you know, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, and then going into Oops, you know, the nude colored, like, you know, whatever. And it's like, okay, we all talk about that one. I was just so happy that it wasn't that. That's all. It was awesome. Right. Yeah, so these dinners were always like really special because it also doubled as a moment for me to have my friends decorate my Christmas tree. Because I was like single, alone, and sad. Yeah. But so this particular year, we decided to choreograph a little routine to it. Yes, this is
it's so bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad, but it's not.
I just remember you saying "shake your cakes."
Yes, just when we shake the cake, shake the cakes. And I was so drunk, I wasn't even facing the camera as we were recording this. It's just really good, and I have to share it.
To you, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, dear Britney.
There it was. That was the shake the cakes.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, reveal that. Come on. That was great stuff. That was great.
Out of the house.
Wait, what?
I said, who lets us out of the house? Why?
That was wonderful. What are you talking about? People are going to love it. We're going to get a lot of comments.
I just had like freaking PTSD from the whole leg choreograph movement.
Yes, like sexy leg. I just hear me saying that a lot. Come on, it's a classic. It's a classic. Look, Steffi loved it. She loved it. Thanks, Steffi.
That actually, I think recently, maybe even today, came up in a Facebook memory. And I was like, oh God, it's still around.
Oh, it's still around. It's still around. And like, if you look at like the Kyle Petty YouTube, not the Kyle Petty show, like and subscribe, by the way. But like, if you look at my original YouTube, it's still on there. All right, with like 40 views. Thanks a lot, whoever's been watching over the years.
What's funny about you showing that is Jessica actually asked me if you were gonna play that, and I was like, no.
I only thought of it today. I was like, wait a minute. I can totally download this thing. Like, I can totally put it in. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for the surprise.
Well, we all have a past. We all got to start somewhere.
And it was good. It's a good story past.
But yeah, so happy birthday, Britney. I gotta tell you, like the Spice Girls brought us together, but Britney really was like the unsung hero of our friendship. She's just
there's the glue that held it together. Yeah.
Like I just remember you and I going to, it was my first Britney concert, not my first concert, but
who was your first concert? Was it NSYNC?
I remember my first concert was NSYNC, yeah.
Yeah.
But my first Britney concert was with you. I remember your parents driving us and dropping us off, and that was my first concert that was left alone. So I thought who I was.
Of course, we both thought who we were. That was Nassau Coliseum, wasn't it? Dream Within a Dream.
Yeah, the Dream Within a Dream tour, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, Kevin and I definitely mentioned that. Oh, that's what I didn't say. Kevin is joining us, but he couldn't be with us live tonight. So that was pre-recorded. We did that yesterday. All right, but we are covering her entire body of work. All right, and Dream Within a Dream tour absolutely came up because how can it not? Yeah. All right, it was like arguably her best.
And then fast forward to us as adults, 19 adults, flying to Canada to see her, newly out to each other. Like, so
yes.
It's like a whole new world.
Yes. Which is also, I'm so glad that we did that, like, in hindsight, because I remember thinking, like, okay, so the Onyx Hotel tour, the first leg was not coming to Long Island. So we were like, okay, it's going to be in Jersey. Forget it. That's too far. Let's go to Canada.
Let's fly to Canada.
Let's fly to Canada instead. But we did it because we had some friends up there and everything. We had a really great time. We have so many fun stories that kind of came from that trip. But more than that, she did end up coming to Jones Beach on the second leg, but then that knee injury happened, and all those New Yorkers did not get to see it. Yeah, yeah. So thank goodness we were international travelers.
We saw Circus twice. We went to Boston to see it once, and we saw it here in New York.
Yeah, we sure did.
We went all over the place. We went to Vegas for her.
Well, I mean, we had to go to Vegas. Like, I feel like there was no option in that one.
And then we got to see it again, kind of reworked for a smaller venue. We saw her at Radio City.
Yeah.
So, and we just have so many stories. A lot of them are private stories, but Britney was always there. She was always in the backdrop of all the fun that we were having.
She was. Gabby's like really miffed because she never got to see the Onyx Hotel tour.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, well, you know, it's on YouTube. It's like, ugh.
The Showtime recording?
The show, like live in Miami. I know it's not great, but it beats blank.
People got sued over
that. People lost their jobs over that botched recording, but like, listen, it's all we got.
Yeah.
It's all we got.
It's a shame.
I know. It is. I was actually watching it the other night, though. And I was like, I forgot how good this was. You know, because I still stand behind the comment of like Dream Within a Dream, like being like #1, but like Onyx Hotel, that was a sleeper hit. It's just that bad recording, like Showtime didn't know what they were doing. They were just trying to go against HBO because HBO was the big one, you know, doing like live events then. Yeah. Everybody went to HBO.
Circus was really good though, too. Circus is up there.
Circus was good. Okay. All right, if we're going to get into all that, I guess the issue for me with Circus was more that like you just knew she was very uninspired and like she really wasn't in it. Like we were excited. We had really great seats. Well, we didn't sit actually. We had those general admission down on the floor. Because when we saw her at the Coliseum, we were in the $150 standing.
Yeah.
And then we went to Boston. We said, no. This time we're paying $175 because we're going to stand closer.
Yes.
And stand closer we did. Yeah. That was a good time.
That was when Boston was when I had a little bit too much tequila before the concert, and I like attacked that little girl.
You sassed those little girls.
And by little girl, I mean teenager. But
I don't know that she was a teenager.
Spears fan ever. And I was like, were you even alive when Baby One More Time?
Yeah, she was not a teenager. This girl was like 12. Okay, this is like a little girl in a Catholic school outfit was just so excited to be out and be alone like you were years before that, and then you sassed her. It's too bad, the poor girl. Poor girl. What do I have here? I have another special message from Gabby. And she's recounting some really fun moments in the Britney history, and I'm really, really excited to share this one. So I'm just gonna let it rip. All right, so thanks, Gabby, for sending this in, and here we go.
Hello. Kyle, thank you so much for inviting me on to talk about some of my favorite Britney memories and to celebrate Britney's birthday. So first of all, happy birthday, Britney Spears. I can't believe she's 40 and fabulous and free. But where do I even start? I've been a Britney fan since I'm 8 years old, so that's most of my life. And I have just admired her ever since I was a little girl. I love her confidence. I love how free-spirited she is. She's just so funny and carefree, and I always looked up to her as a kid. I even have a painting of her right here in my office. But I mean, there's so many wonderful memories to choose from. But one of my favorites would be like when I was really little, like 10 years old. And when I was little, I wasn't just like obsessed with Britney Spears. I was also weirdly obsessed with milk mustache ads, which makes no sense because I hate milk. I never drank milk, but I loved milk mustache ads. I had a whole collection of them. I had like all the milk mustache books from the Scholastic Book Fair, and I would cut them out of magazines. I put them in protective paper. I put them in a binder. And Britney had 4 different milk mustache ads, okay? So I would just collect all the repeats of Britney's milk mustache ads. Like I probably could have wallpapered my entire childhood bedroom with all the Britney milk mustache ads that I had collected. So anyway, I have this whole collection of milk mustache ads and this like subsection of Britney milk mustache ads. So when I was 10, my mom and a couple of my other friends and their moms, we all went to the Britney Spears Oops, I Did It Again concert at Jones Beach. And I was so excited. It was my first Britney Spears concert. My friends and I, we all had matching t-shirts, and we get there and the concert was presented by Got Milk. We get there and there's this tent, and this tent basically represented everything that I loved in the 90s and the early 2000s. In this tent, there was a cardboard cutout of Britney Spears' milk mustache ad. So it was this life-size cutout of her and her posing with a glass of milk. She's got her milk mustache on, and you could go and take a photo with the Britney Spears milk mustache ad. They gave you like this stick-on milk mustache, and I held on to this milk mustache forever. It's definitely in a scrapbook somewhere in my parents' house. And they took it with a Polaroid camera, and then you had the opportunity to buy an iZone Polaroid camera, which she also sponsored at the time. So I obviously bought one. But we walk in, we see this tent, and my mom understood the assignment. She was like, go, get online. And we went, and I don't know where these photos are, but I have all these photos of me in my Britney Spears t-shirt with the Britney Spears milk mustache ad, with my own milk mustache, and I was just thriving. And I mean, I was 10, so it's like the details that I remember from that concert are fuzzy, but I do remember the joy that I had that night and how much fun my mom and I had together. And my mom will still talk about that concert, and she'll say, oh my gosh, like I just remember she came out on stage and it was just so beautiful on the water. And my mom's favorite Britney Spears song is Lucky. So I guess this goes into like memory number 2. This is an adult memory. And this is very recent, but my dog is named Lucky after the Britney Spears song. He's behind me over here if you don't hear him chewing. But he's named Lucky after the Britney Spears song Lucky. And it's not even one of my favorite Britney Spears songs, but I do love it for the sentimental reasons of how much fun my mom and I had at that concert and how much she enjoys that song. And this past year, my grandpa actually passed away back in February. But leading up to his passing, the song Lucky by Britney Spears weirdly followed me around. And this started in the fall of 2020. And my grandpa's not doing well. He had been in and out of the hospital. And my mom says to me one day, she's like, I feel like my mom is watching over us all the time. And I'm a very spiritual person. So I said to my mom, I was like, I agree. Like, she probably is watching over us. And I was like, yeah, I feel like my mom is watching over us and just like letting me know that like grandpa's gonna be safe. And I'm like, of course she is, Mom. I believe you. So then one night, my mom and I are planning on watching Dancing with the Stars together. So I am sitting in the living room waiting for my mom to come downstairs. So I am watching the TV, and like in my peripheral vision, I can see the steps leading down into our living room. So I'm watching the TV, and in the corner of my eye, I see my mom come down the stairs, and she stands behind one of our chairs in our living room. and I'm like commenting on the dance. I'm trying to have a conversation with my mom, not taking my eyes off of the TV. And I realize my mom's not responding to me. So I turn and no one's there. I thought my mom was behind the chair the whole time, and no one was behind the chair. So now I'm like, oh my God, I think I saw my grandma too now. So now my mom comes downstairs like a minute later, and we're sitting. And after about like 2 minutes of us sitting together watching Dancing with the Stars, we started hearing Lucky by Britney Spears blasting throughout the entire house. And my mom and I are like, who is blasting Lucky? And it was just like, my dad was out, my mom and I were home, my sister was like upstairs, like in a virtual class. And we're like, who would be blasting Lucky? And it wasn't like even from the beginning of the song, it started playing in the middle of the song. And I go upstairs and it's just playing out of our Amazon Alexa. And we don't know how it started or why, but I'm now a little spooked because here I think I've seen the spirit of my grandmother, and the Amazon Alexa is just playing Lucky for no reason. So after that, the song just started following me around. It would pop up in like my Facebook news feed. It would pop up on my shuffle. It would pop up on like my Instagram page. And it's just like a little weird because it's not a newer Britney song. It's from the 2000s. So it was just so weird that it would always pop up. And I always felt like it was popping up whenever I was concerned about my grandpa or thinking of him. So in February, when he passed away, the morning that he passed, I was so numb, and I just decided that I was like, I need to just do something for myself. I need to clear my mind. And I just hopped on my exercise bike and I hit play on a Peloton ride without even looking at the playlist. It was just like the most recent ride, and I hit play, and halfway through the ride, Lucky by Britney Spears started playing. So now I'm crying in the middle of riding my bike, and I just felt like it was my grandma and grandpa letting me know that they were together. And then later on that day, actually, I had been working with a breeder. I was trying to adopt a mini golden doodle, and earlier that week the breeder had told me that he had, his list was too big, he didn't have enough puppies in this litter, and I would have to wait until like the next litter to adopt a puppy. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But that same day that my grandpa had passed and I heard Lucky that morning, I got an email from the breeder saying that 2 other families had dropped out and I was able to get a puppy. So that settled that, and my dog is now named Lucky. So there you go. That's a whole jumble of Britney Spears memories, but happy birthday, Britney. Thank you so much, Kyle, for having me pop on and talk about how much Britney means to me and to my family. She clearly means a lot to both me and my mom, but I just look forward to more wonderful Britney memories in this lifetime, and I can't wait to see what Britney does next.
Well,
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was sweet.
It was sweet, but like I feel like this is part of like what we love so much about Britney is that like it's like for those of us who grew up like with her and like around her music and everything like that, like it's a little bit of a different relationship, I feel. I don't know. I just remember, and I know that Madonna had already been doing it and everything, but she was just a little bit before our time, right? So I remember going to see like the Onyx Hotel tour and watching like same-sex people like dancing together. When like Touch of My Hand was being performed, and like, yes, it's like a kind of a raunchy song or whatever, but seeing like 2 men in a bathtub together, like that was something I couldn't believe we were looking at that like in front of other people. Like it was like really, really like a very, very cool thing. And it just made you feel, I don't know, like during a time where you felt not a part of this world and like kind of like excluded like for being gay, it was like Britney was the one that kind of made us feel like we weren't so odd.
Fun fact, do people know that you actually had a cat named Lucky?
Okay. They don't know. They don't know this. This actually did come up. when I was talking to Kevin yesterday. But yeah, Memorial Day, I picked up this cat from a friend of a friend. And well, it's really, really funny that like now, because you're here now too, because you were there for this. You were there for like so much of it. Yeah, like you
This is how I found out I was allergic to kitten dander. Because the minute I stepped into your apartment, it was like whoosh.
It's such a mess. But like I just wanted a cat. Okay. I wanted a cat. And like I've been to other people's houses. I see that cats just like sit. You know, they just sit. So like that's what I wanted. Like I was working 2 jobs at the time. Like I really didn't have time for a pet, but I wanted like a companion because again, like I said before, the whole dinner thing and everything, like, you know, I was living alone. It was lonely. So nobody told me that kittens don't just sit. You know, I just imagined I wanted an old cat, like just like grab like a laser or something, just like, and then like we'll just play for a second, and then like you'll be bothered. You can't be bothered, and you'll leave me. That's what I wanted. I want to be left alone. But if I want to put something on the floor, you'll join me. You know, that's obviously like not what we got. This kitten always wanted to play, always wanted to be with me, everything like that, and I didn't have any time for that. But
you had your little spray bottle.
I did anytime. So I named this cat Lucky because I'm like, you are now adopted. You're lucky because you found a home, and this is going to be a nice home for you. So your name is Lucky.
That's your least favorite Britney Spears song.
I know, absolutely my least. And anytime he did anything sassy or did anything that I didn't want him to do, I would spray him with the water bottle. And every time you came over, you're just like, why is your cat like wet? It's like, oh, because he got on something he wasn't supposed to. He was like eating some wire he wasn't supposed to. Like it's always like something really, really bad, really bad. So we took this cat home Memorial Day, and I got it from a friend of a friend, and she had said, listen, if something doesn't work out or anything's like a problem, like let me know. I'll take the cat back. I'll take him back. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, this is Lucky. This is my cat. All right, Lucky. We saved this cat. Well, lo and behold, 4th of July, I was like, hey, hon, no good. This cat's got to go. Yeah.
You had it for a month?
I had him for a month. Don't do that.
I thought you had him for like a week or 2.
I always said this is a very patriotic cat because the cat came in Memorial Day and was out by the 4th. Like, that was the next time I had off because I was working so much. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a real mess. I sorry, Lucky. Sorry, Lucky.
Not so he wasn't that lucky.
He wasn't. Oh well, too bad. Sorry about it. Do you have anything else that you want to add about Britney?
On that video, I totally forgot about the Got Milk ads.
Oh,
that was like a blast. And the iZod cameras. Oh my god, I forgot about.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, how could you forget that? Because didn't we share a locker during that time? Like,
yeah.
Like the little stickies on the inside. I was such a big iZone person.
I know.
I love my instant photos. Get out of here. No, they're the best. Yeah. But the milk mustache thing, yeah, I totally forgot about that completely. Yeah. I'm surprised she even like collected them. I wanted to kind of like go off and like kind of come back with the milk mustache, but I figured that would be too much work. So, oh well.
Also, we don't have milk. Remember with the cookies, we don't have milk.
Well, no, we have enough to do a milk mustache, but we don't have enough for a round of cookies. That's the problem. Do you have any more about Britney?
Not that I could think of.
Okay.
Just happy birthday, Britney. We love you.
We love you so much.
And we look forward to the next chapter of your career and your life. Have fun tonight.
I love her so much. Yeah. Oh, it's so as if she's watching. Maybe she is. Maybe she's at a bar somewhere. Thanks. We love you so much.
Spears has liked your live stream.
I would throw up. What I do have next, before we get into Kevin and everything, I have an original song from THOMAS KAVANAGH, who is like this amazing like singer-songwriter that I just happened to like stumble upon on Twitter. I can't wait to share this. Hey, Carrie. We do love Brit. I know. I do wish we were partying with her. Carrie is supposed to join us tonight. Things just got so crazy this week, especially coming back from North Carolina. Hi, Carrie. I'm so happy you're watching. Real quick about Carrie. Real quick. Carrie's special because years ago, what was that? That was the Femme Fatale tour.
Yes.
Tommy and I went. Tommy drove. I had pre-gamed pretty hard, and the plan was to tailgate at the Coliseum, which is what we always do. Obviously, that's what one does at the Coliseum. So,
and somebody I knew was going to be there, so we were trying to find them.
Yeah, we were supposed to be meeting somebody. And so we get there, and like I was already like half in the bag, and I sang half. I was probably like 3/4 of the way in the bag, and and I get out, and Tommy's calling his friend, and I see this girl like on the phone, standing in the parking lot, and she's like looking around. She's on the phone. I was like, "Oh my gosh, here's your friend." And Tommy's like, "Stop it. No, that's not my friend." And I was like, "Yes, it is. She's looking for us. There she is." And he's like, "No, that's not my friend." That's like, "Yes, it is." And he's like, "Stop talking to strangers." Well, she ended up not being a stranger. Well, after the fact, we ended up meeting her. I just charged right on over to her. We started drinking together. I think we smoked a little bit too, but yeah, we've kept in touch all these years. So like, really, really fun that she's watching too. I know she wants to join the stream. I have to see if we can get her. But before that, we have Thomas Kavanagh. Awesome song that I really can't wait to share with you. So we're just gonna do it. All right, Thomas Kavanagh. Here it comes. Here it comes.
I never felt this way before. The moment your heart stops beating when you walk through that door, I knew right there my life was changing. 'Cause you're the one that I've been searching for. This I promise you, I'll be here now and forever. I know that you will be here right by my side. Through love, the pain and hurricanes, I'm not letting go tonight. 'Cause I know after all that's said and done, I know you are the one. Thought this could be real, but now I know you. I can show you my world. You see the words, you right the wrongs. This is the place where I belong. Even gravity won't bring me down. This I promise you, I'll be here now and
Wow, that was great.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas, for sharing that with us. Like, that was really, really cool. I'm having some laggy things going on. Am I lagging for everybody else? What's happening here?
I see you fine.
You see me fine? All right. Well, as long as it's working for everybody else. I know you have to run, so I don't want to keep you. Oh, I'm back now. Everything's working correctly. Oh, Steffi liked it too. I know you have to go, so I'm going to let you go. But Kerry did actually join us. Kerry's here for a minute. But I know you have to run. But here's Kerry real quick. So hello.
I finally figured it out.
How cool. What fun.
Oh, I'm so excited to see you guys. I miss you, but I feel like I see you every day, like with social media.
I know, and that's the best thing. Isn't that awesome? How are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad. You had to see me for the first 20 minutes trying to figure out, like, I show my age trying to do these things, you know? Terrible.
No, that's so great. That's so great.
The Femme Fatale tour was like 10 years ago. Can you believe that?
It was. I literally, I can't. And I remember because we were with Jay. And he was coming up and he was like, Harry, I think this guy knows you. And I was like, I absolutely don't know him. But
like,
so
I don't know
friendly.
I was so excited.
It was like, you were like, no, this is her. And I'm like, I'm not her, but I'll be her. I mean, and you were like, we're trying to find my friend. I was like, I'll be your friend.
And I was like, all right, this is our new friend. This is it.
And we did.
And then I think I was just like, all right.
Pinnacle vodka. I loved it.
A full bottle of Pinnacle Whipped, because we were broke.
Wow.
And just trying to get the job done.
Years.
We made do though. We passed that Pinnacle Whipped around, and we made the best. And it was probably the best concert I've been to, and I went to all of hers.
Listen, we had a great time. I remember like during the show, like finding you guys like in your section and like even like waving and like dancing from there. Like it was such a fun night.
It really, I mean, like this is why I truly believe like the universe brings people together. Like certain energies are just meant, like without getting hokey, they're just meant to be together. And I feel like we were 3 souls, also Jay 4, meant to like connect.
Yeah. Really awesome. And that is what Britney Spears is all about. This is why we celebrate her. This is why
and
we're
even
all here.
all the years, like anything you'd post, and you would always tag me in the posts, and like I would tag you in posts, and
and Jay was really good for that. Jay stayed on top of all that kind of stuff.
Oh, he would get into fights, guys, like as if like with people, and then you know the more that he got riled up, the more people would poke at him, and then of course it was she can't sing, Christina's better, and we'd be like. And I'd be like, oh, you just started something. And they did. Jay
Christina's not better. Christina's different, okay?
Yes, different. I love that.
Yeah, she's different, okay?
She's not our Britney.
And who's everybody still talking about now, and who's everybody not talking about now?
Boom. Who's not having a podcast on their birthday?
No, I don't even know when her birthday is. Okay, so
I really don't.
Never mind having a tradition set around it. I don't even know when she was born. Okay, I don't even know her star sign. All right, I don't know nothing about her.
Kyle, facts.
So silly. Thank you so much for coming, Tommy. Thank you for being here.
I love you. I'll do anything to support you. We're connected for life.
I love it.
It was so good to see you,
and Tommy, it was so good to see you too.
I love this.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everybody. Yes, thanks for being here.
Of course.
I'm not going to waste any more time. We had a really long, not that that was a waste of time. Not saying that at all. But I have a really long-winded conversation with Kevin about Britney's entire body of work. We went down from every single album this woman released, and we really left no stone unturned, okay? And what else did we do? We have curated what I would like to call the definitive Britney Spears playlist, okay? From each album, we picked one song that we wanted to submit for this playlist, plus a couple bonus ones. And you'll be able to see that on Spotify afterwards. But first, watch us talk about it, watch us put it together, and all right, this is Kevin Burns. All right, so we are gathered here today to celebrate the birth of Miss Britney Jean Spears, and we thought it only fitting to run down every single album this lady has ever released and just chat about it. So I've got one of my best girlfriends here, Kevin, and we're just going to go through the whole thing. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
So obviously first, the very first one that started it all. Baby, one more time.
My heart.
I know. I have to be honest about this album. I was a little nervous because the first time I was introduced to Britney Spears was on Much Music. And, you know, like a lot of people that kind of got their start from Much Music didn't actually make it. Like they kind of like fell off. Like a lot of those young pop star people, they didn't make it. So I kind of like, I was like, I really like this girl, but it's too bad we're never going to hear from her again. Like, I was like, this is it. That's too bad. I like her though. I like her. Thoughts on this first one?
I mean, it's got. We're just diving right into.
We're just diving right in. We're just diving right.
Well,
I mean, just diving in on initial thoughts.
Then
yeah.
Okay. As a young gay 13-year-old, 12-year-old, something like that's the schoolgirl uniform. I wasn't allowed to buy the single.
Oh no.
Because my mother, sorry mom if you watch this, thought it was just a little too risque for me and whatever. I bought it anyway. Of course I did. And
did you buy the single or did you buy the album?
I bought the single first.
With the B-side of, what is it? Autumn Goodbye?
Autumn Goodbye. Yes, I did.
Of course it was.
But like.
Yeah, not good.
But the cover, and it's so funny because the cover of that single, go check it out. It doesn't look anything like her and anything like what they sold her then to be. Right. She's got like bangs and she's got like, it's just like a little bit of her face, not the whole like bubblegum poppy girl that they tried to push after that. It was almost a little like singer-songwritery for me.
I agree. Oh wait, I have a picture. Hold on. So keep going. I found it. Very excited. Yeah. Well included.
So, I mean, that song came out and your boy was just hooked. That you can't, those first 3 notes of that song.
It's iconic. Everyone knows it. It doesn't matter what you say. Everyone knows it.
Absolutely. There it is.
There she is.
Yes.
Our queen in the making. We didn't know.
We didn't know.
No.
We didn't.
I like this album though because it doesn't really sound like anything else that came out after it. Right? Like this kind of had its like unique sound, I feel like. So what song would you pick from this to add to our playlist?
Because Baby, one more time.
You would.
I would.
Okay, and that's fine. I'm gonna write it down. But the thing, I didn't go that way. A lot of my selections, honestly, for our playlist were not singles.
Okay.
Just saying. I selected Thinking About You.
Thinking About You.
Yes, that's right. Track 9. Track 9. Because I was like, oh, this is really fun. My secondary choice, though, was Soda Pop.
I was going to say Soda Pop was my secondary choice, too.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Thanks for validating that. Because Tommy hates that song.
Really?
Why? It all the time. I don't know. I really don't understand. I'm sure he's told me over the years, but I just reject it because it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense to me.
You know the song I don't like off that album is Sometimes.
Really?
That song comes on and I just skip next. Absolutely not. And like my Britney loving circle of friends don't understand it. Like why I don't. It was just too saccharine and too. Oh God, she's on the beach.
Listen, I like the outfits in the video. Like that was very fun. Just a nice look for her. Yeah. I do skip it, but I will listen to it like for like nostalgic reasons. Like I don't hate it. I just I don't know. There's a lot of things in her catalog that I feel like I don't want to say like the public did. I'm sure I did it. Like I played out so hard that I can't listen to as an adult anymore. Like it's just, and sometimes it's one of those. But it was a fave back in the day.
And I can understand why some people might like it. It's just not in my wheelhouse, if you will.
And that's fine. I don't actually have. I'm not going to fight about that one. I get it. I get it. I'm sure we'll fight later.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We are. So after that, we had Oops, I Did It Again. And now, okay. When this song, when the first song, when Oops, I Did It Again actually came out, I think this is her best album cover, by the way.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think she looks gorgeous.
She
Just
really
everything about this. Like I still, yeah, this is fantastic. She had some album covers that were some clunkers to me as well. But
Oh, we'll get there.
oh yes, we will. She had a lot of clunkers down the road, and we'll get to those. But when Oops, I Did It Again came out, I said, oh no, what is she doing? I was like, this isn't gonna make it. Oops, I Did It Again. Nobody's gonna take you seriously. What kind of a song title is this? What is all this? Even though I did enjoy like the red cat suit.
Yeah.
Really hot. But I kind of say this is still not one of my favorite albums from Miss Spears.
I enjoyed this album. I remember when it came out, I was in 6th grade. It came out in May of 2000. And I was mad that I couldn't go to the store to buy it, one, because I had to go to school. I was hooked by the video and also the Titanic reference, because Titanic is one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. So I was like, here's my girl whom I love already, and now she's including Titanic. Like, we must be soulmates.
Right? What's not to love?
What's not to love? Absolutely. And just like the whole Mars, like Queen of Mars scheme in the video is so ridiculous to me that, like, how could you not love that?
But that's what made me nervous, so that I thought it was like too ridiculous. And I was like, unless you actually really like her already, this is not bringing new people in. And this does not help with people's defense of you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, this is when I started to say, okay, I'm getting a little embarrassed. Like, I don't want to say that, like, I love Oops, I Did It Again, because, like, what a ridiculous song title. But then, when she performed that song on the Dream Within a Dream tour,
yep,
I felt like we got it right. I said, okay, that was the vibe it always should have had. If you're gonna have a silly
rock vibe,
like, yeah, if you're gonna have a silly title, you got to come hard.
Yes,
and she did. It's like she righted a wrong.
Yeah, rising out of the floor.
Yeah, seriously,
spinning around on her thing.
Amazing. I was like, she's upside down. She's upside down.
Yes,
that's it. That's it.
That tour is it for me.
I still say to this day, that was my favorite Britney Spears tour.
I agree.
I'm not knocking any other time she appeared before me live. However, that was it. Like that show was everything, and people should go back and find it, because Dream Within a Dream tour was everything.
It's on YouTube. I just watched it the other day.
Oh, is it? You know what else is on YouTube? The Onyx Hotel tour is on YouTube.
Well, we'll get to that when we talk about In the Zone.
We will. But, like, since you were talking about YouTube, I know I'm jumping ahead to get very excited. But there were some clunkers on this album for me. Dear Diary is by far, I think, one of the worst submissions from Miss Spears. Really, really bad. I think it's unlistenable. I don't know that I've ever gotten to the end of it.
Really?
Yeah. Dear Diary is bad.
I felt like we were getting an actual piece of her.
You did.
I did. And because when I remember reading the liner notes, and it was the first one that, like, she had songwriting credit on.
Yeah, and I remember that made me want to be interested in it. And I was just sitting there, I was just like, I'm sorry, I just can't get behind this one. And like, it doesn't matter, this will be your last album. Because I really did think that she was going to be gone.
You're starting it off with Oops, I Did It Again. You're closing it out with Dear Diary. Thanks for your time, Miss Spears.
Thank you. We had a good run. But thank you so much. Thanks. Also, special shout out to Lucky.
Yes.
Really bad song.
But beautiful video.
All right. My beef with Lucky actually is not that I think the song is bad. I think the music is bad. I think lyrically, I think it's kind of cool. But like, we took this more pop approach to it instead of like letting it be. Can we reimagine it like for like 2022? And like do it the way that I feel like it should have been. It should have been way darker of a feeling, because you just read the words. They're far better than what the song suggests. Even though the video took us there, but again, you had to have that working fan in you already, like I think, to get there. I do have a funny Lucky story though. I adopted a cat years ago, like around just like right after Memorial Day. And I named the cat Lucky, because I was like, you're lucky to have found a home and blah, blah, blah. And I got this cat through a friend of a friend. And I wanted a cat because I was very busy at the moment, but I just wanted a companion in the apartment. But I was working a lot at this time. So I thought that cats would just sit there. And every now and then I'll just take the laser and we'll have a good time. And that'll just be the end of it. I thought that was going to be all. But kittens don't behave this way. And they want a lot of attention. And the owner was like, listen, if you have any problems with him, let me know. I'll take him back, blah, blah, blah. Well, I called her. And I said, I'm sorry, it's not working.
Oh,
he wants to play too much. I don't have time for this. So I think I have to let him go. So he was lucky no more. Suffered the same fate as the terrible song. Sorry, his name is Lucky Morales. I made him Spanish because I don't know, I just having a good time. Yeah, didn't end well for Lucky. Not so lucky. By the 4th of July, he was back with his siblings.
Oh my goodness. Well,
yeah, sorry.
It's good that he's back with family.
Yeah, I guess
lucky to be home.
Still lucky. Always lucky. Thanks.
Always lucky.
Perfect. Your song from this would be what now?
Stronger.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you picked that. Good.
Stronger.
Good. Nice.
I know I keep going back to the videos, but Britney was very much so such a visual artist.
That's so much of why we love her. Yeah.
That's part of the package. And the chair, jumping off the chair, jumping on the chair, the driving in the rain. If I am driving in the rain, and I didn't drive when this song came out, but now if I'm driving in the rain, that song is coming on. Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
And I am driving like I'm in a video game, just go down the LIE.
Did you ever bust your ass trying to do the chair routine on your own?
Of course I did.
Yes.
Who did it?
The only reason I didn't, because I had already busted my ass trying to do the pleasure principle. So I knew better at this point that I was not supposed to be mounting a chair in this manner. So no, I knew better. I said, nope, you're not going to get me like this again.
Yep.
The song I picked was Don't Go Knocking on My Door.
Also a great song.
Right. I just felt
we should talk about. We should talk about these the little interlogs she has, which is very the interludes, which are her trying to be Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
I know. I don't listen. This was during a time where everyone was doing these interludes. Everyone also had an enhanced CD. Do you remember enhanced CD?
I sure do.
The worst fucking thing ever. Okay, nobody ever wanted the extra crap because I always had a computer because we had a family computer, and then there was a computer that was mine. It was always the hand-me-down one that was too old. So I would put the CD in there just wanting to play music from the computer, and I had to wait for the enhanced thing to load. It would take forever, so you could hit X because you never wanted to use that anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, really, really terrible. But now I got lost in the enhanced CD. What were we talking about right before that?
Don't Go Knocking on My Door. Oh, the interludes.
The interludes.
Interludes. That one before Lucky, the voicemail that her boyfriend leaves. I mean, but you don't like Lucky anyway, so you probably skipped right past all of it.
Well, the problem is you couldn't even skip past these interludes, which was my beef with this, because it was really at the end of the preceding track. So you would listen to what you see is what you get.
That's what you get.
And then all of a sudden I'm listening to the Lucky interlude. I'm like, now I know Lucky is coming. I'm like, skip. And it's I wish she actually did it like Janet did by making the interludes their own little tracks so that I can skip them.
I can skip them. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I'm not interested. I don't want your spoken word. That's not why I was gathered here today. Special mention, though, to Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. All right.
Yeah.
This Shania Twain hit. Okay. That's
indeed.
Very little known fact that people should know. Okay. This is what really I feel started to validate her, though. Even though I felt like this was an album of clunkers. Shania Twain was there. She helped.
She was helping a girl out.
Yeah. Thanks, Shania.
Thank you so much. That did impress us much.
Well, that's great. It did impress me much. I was impressed. I was like, you know what? Okay, maybe she has a shot. If somebody like her is looking at her, you know?
Yep.
But now, I mean, now this album, I really feel like, I don't know, it really brought the nation together. Because this did come out at a rough time. Britney came out in 2001, which was really only shortly after September 11. Very noteworthy because only a few days after that did we have the VMAs where we had that iconic performance, the snake. I mean,
snake and the tiger.
Like, come on. I forgot all about the tiger, but you're right.
People forget about the tiger. She had the snake, but she was in the cage with a tiger.
You're right. You are totally right. Yeah. It was the snake thing. That just it's the whole thing was iconic. And that was the moment that I felt like we were really secure in saying we were looking at a superstar. Okay. Like, never mind the oops, I did again blunder, at least in my in my eyes. Britney really cemented her as something. And this is where picking songs for our playlist really got tough. Because there's a lot of songs on here that are like bona fide bops. Maybe not lyrically. All right, because like Cinderella's
got to go.
I don't even know what that song is even supposed to be about, like, or anything.
Neither do I.
But I never skip it.
No,
never. Like, even if it comes on random, I'm like, all right, well, I have to. And it's like, no, I have to. I got to do it. What else? I got to pull up the track list here.
I'm also pulling up the track list.
Yeah, because like this one deserves some conversation. Like, this album was everything. I'm a Slave for You we're seeing her working with the Neptunes, which was such a big deal back then. You know, that was Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. Chad never gets any play. All right, we're not gonna dog him like that. Chad Hugo was absolutely half of the songwriting duo, the Neptunes, and deserves some shine. All right, let me get this track list. Oh, good. Can we talk about Overprotected?
Yes, we can.
Because I had absolutely no room in my life for the original.
Nope, it wasn't until the Dark Child remix.
Exactly. Hated it. I was like, again, now lyrically, this song is great. I get what you're saying. But yeah, that Dark Child remix is really what elevated it. And video-wise, I know you've seen both. I know you've seen both. Congratulations, Europeans. You got a really fun video. Still not as good as what we got.
Correct.
Okay. Dark Child remix of Overprotected. That particular video gave me Janet Jackson, Son of a Gun vibes. We had a fantastic dance break, Out in the Rain. I mean,
giving us the splits.
She gave us everything. She gave us, I think, everything we wanted that we didn't know to ask for.
Yes.
So good. Let me see here.
Lonely, also. Lyrically, maybe not, but sonically, absolutely.
Lonely. Well, since you brought it up, I'm just going to say that's my pick. That's my pick. Yeah, that's my pick from this one. Lonely. And it's really a layered thing. I think Lonely is fun. Dark Child has always been like one of my favorite songwriter producers, like anything Rodney Jerkins, I stan. But the performance of Lonely from the Dream Within a Dream tour.
Dream Within a Dream tour. Dancing with herself.
There's just no words for how iconic that was. We had never seen anything like that.
No,
and like
we hadn't.
And I'm still not sure that we have. Not quite in that manner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that really was something.
Yeah.
So I hope that wasn't your pick, because that means I already stole it.
That was not my pick. My pick is Slave. Period. Slave was my gay awakening. I mean, like, we knew. We were very well aware. Yeah. But like that came out and I was like, so am I. You know?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else can we talk about from Britney?
From Britney?
Clunker. All right. There were two hard no's on this album. Like for me. I consider That's Where You Take Me to be completely unlistenable.
Yes. I agree.
Oh, thank God.
I agree. Because, you know, we're really trying to find our voice and we're trying to stand as a woman, and then we're throwing in these like bubblegum poppy whatever's just to please the same people who were mad that their daughters were listening to the album anyway. So
yes,
don't give me that crap.
Yeah, and I'm tired. I didn't want to see you coming out of like, what was that, like a music box or whatever the hell that was from Dream Within a Dream. That is the one part that I rejected. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably living out your fantasy.
Yeah,
it just wasn't ours. Miss for me.
I couldn't.
The other hard miss, which I'm sure is not going to be received well. Even if you do, others will not. But I'm Not a Girl.
Not Yet a Woman.
Really bad.
I get where she was trying to go with it.
Mm-hmm. I
It
get the intention.
It didn't hit. Yep, nope. It didn't hit where it needed to.
The execution was very poor.
Very
poor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And since we're on it, I mean, that was obviously also now the anthem of the
seminal classic
ballyhooed Crossroads.
Yep.
Which this is our Queen's first feature film.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see it until like years later. I was saying like
really
10 plus. Tommy and I just said, we're not true stans unless we suck it up and watch this thing. I will be honest, I liked it better than I expected to.
Okay. But
I'm happy we put that to bed. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
You had your fun.
Yeah.
Although,
I did see it in the movie theaters.
You did. You were so dedicated.
I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe twice.
Ooh.
Just to give it another go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not great.
No. Mm-mm.
Star performances from Zoe Saldana and Taryn Manning, though.
Okay.
Kit getting pregnant, kicked down the stairs.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun,
coming?
Interesting twist to things.
Yeah.
Definitely did not see that coming.
Nope.
But still not good. I don't need to own it. Spice World, it was not.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. If you're gonna do camp, that's how you do camp.
Right. We have to know that you're being campy.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I think you're being serious, and then I don't know really what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one other song from this, at least for me, that should be mentioned because I kind of felt guilty after everything came out. I really liked What It's Like to Be Me.
The one with Justin.
Well, the one that was co-written by Wade.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that. See, that's why I felt guilty about it. Yeah, What It's Like to Be Me was co-written by Wade Robson, who was also the director of Dream Within a Dream. And then when it came out that's probably who she cheated on Justin with, I was like, am I allowed to like this?
I don't
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see why you'd feel guilty.
Yeah, I felt guilty. I did. Even though I didn't really shame her for it. I kind of I kind of let her skate by, which I do not allow other people to do.
Correct.
Yeah, but I certainly did give her some provisions there. Special mention to Let Me Be. All right, I did like Let Me Be a lot.
Me too.
And Bombastic Love.
Yes.
This was a great album.
This really was.
And that's just it. I mean, even though there were two clunkers, I still say this was a really, really good one.
It was.
Yeah.
Boys.
Oh,
the original.
How dare I skip it?
Not so much, but the remix.
Okay. I like the original. It does give me Janet vibes. Okay. I don't care for the slowed down bridgy part that I feel comes up too often. If you want it to be a slow down bridge, it should only happen once. I think we get it in both verses, and I think that I kind of have an aversion to that.
Mm-hmm.
But the remix.
The
remix was everything.
Absolutely.
We had Pharrell in that. The beat was sick.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really, really legit. I'm still
anything that starts with a good like a clap.
That's all we need. That's all we need. Just turns everybody's head and you're just ready to go. It's just so good. I'm really bummed that we didn't get to do our duet for that though.
I know.
That's right. We'll see if the people want it. We'll still give it to them. We can do whenever we want.
People, do you want it? We'll make it happen for you.
I think they want it. I hope they do.
Me too.
Let me see here. Are we ready to move on to the next one?
I think we're ready.
Because this is another big one. There's a lot to get into within
really
the zone.
is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the zone. Didn't care for this album cover, though.
I do.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
I think there's just something about it that kind of just like feels like the album to me. It's not her trying to be like and we'll dive into it, but this album is very much her coming into her sexuality.
It is.
And I like that they didn't throw that at us on the album cover. They very well could have had her standing there naked doing the Venus de Milo with her hair covering her boobs type of thing, and they didn't, you know?
Right. I guess I would have liked a more full body shot, like for me. Mm-hmm. Like this was like a little bit too zoomed in for me. Like when I look at this, it's like couldn't we have gotten something like this, just like a little bit more mature? Maybe something just like reflected what I was going to get in the album a little bit more. And I guess, because this doesn't tell me anything about what I am to expect from it. This is just too much face for me. All right. I was not, it makes me a very bad gay, but I was not like super exposed to Madonna. Like I knew who Madonna was. I did not understand her contributions to our culture or anything like that. So I did not understand the gravity of what was going on here with Me Against the Music until much later. I didn't realize how big that was until way after. So I'll say that. What do we think about this one?
About Me Against the Music?
Me Against the Music, the album as a whole, all of it.
The album as a whole. Well, Me Against the Music, I agree. I also was not a big Madonna fan. Britney kind of was my Madonna.
Right. I think that's true of a lot of people our age, though.
But and having older siblings, I got the magnitude of why it was a big deal that Britney and Madonna were on a track. However, I don't think it got like the critical reception I was expecting, and rightfully so, because it wasn't like a pop banger. Like this wasn't number one material. This song was strictly for the gays. I feel.
I thought this is number one material.
Do you?
I do. I really like
do it for me.
Music. It did not make my selection first or second choice, but I think that's also because I've just played it out so hard. But I felt like this is also we got a little bit more rapping from Miss Britney, and she did it very well. The video for Me Against the Music is arguably my favorite from her. Like it just in general.
Really?
I thought the dancing was just so crisp and sharp.
I agree.
Like, and that freaking hat. I mean, like, get out of here.
And
like,
the little tie. It's just a little tie.
Yeah, it's just a little one, just a baby one.
It's just a little one.
I don't know. She just looks so strong and confident. I thought that was like the best we had seen her. I really love this video.
I love the video. Yeah, the song just isn't. I'm not hating on the song by any means, but it's just not at. It wouldn't be in my top 3 if I was picking from the album.
Wow. I'm a little surprised. I'm not angered because it wasn't in my part. It wasn't in my top 2. So how passionate can I be? But but so then wait, what is your pick then from this?
My pick is Showdown.
Wow. Okay. All right.
My pick is Showdown.
Yeah, I don't have an argument about that. Showdown is really fun. You know what? Hold on. Where's the track listing for this one too? Because there's a lot of good
we just
stuff
have so many. We have Showdown.
Yes. Right.
We have Early Morning. We have.
Can we wait? Hold on. Yeah, let's do Early Morning. Because people slam that song a lot, and no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, don't come for Early Morning. Okay, that was wasn't that co-written by Moby, right?
By Moby. Yeah.
So we got some star power here.
We sure do.
And I think that it is slightly different from like the feel of the album, which I feel like is what is maybe jarring for some people. I'm just thinking of this now, but I think that Early Morning might have been a better fit on Circus.
Okay.
Maybe we'll discuss when we get to the track listing of Circus. We'll see if it fits. Let's see if that holds up. Let's see if it ages well. But I think I'm gonna write it down. I'm just gonna say Early Morning on Circus because I have a big issue with Circus Big issue. Okay, but
I wonder if one of those issues is the same issue that I have with Circus.
I know, that's why I can't wait. The later stuff is where I know we're really. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. What else from this? Breathe on Me.
Breathe on Me.
Breathe on Me. I love Breathe on Me.
I also love Breathe on Me.
Not one of my selections again. But Breathe on Me I couple with Touch of My Hand. And I remember that being something that always resonated very, very largely with me. Because when I saw the Onyx Hotel tour, and I just remember Touch of My Hand and Breathe on Me being presented like the first time I saw it, like gay couples on stage.
Okay. Yeah.
I understand Madonna had done that before, so that this was not supposed to be like a landmark thing. But for us, I had never seen it before. So like to see like two men like in a bathtub together, like canoodling and such. And I was like, oh my, are they allowed to do that? Like I felt very included. Yeah, it felt really, really nice. And like that resonated with me in a very big way. What else is on this album?
We have The Hookup.
The Hookup.
The Hookup.
How do you feel?
We were trying to get something out of it. And it's fun, and I won't skip it, but I know it's like a guilty pleasure song for me.
I am really disappointed to hear you speak this way, because The Hookup is not something to ever be ashamed of or anything. The Hookup should be blasted at any moment. I have absolutely no shame, because I'm like, that's right, that's Britney Spears. So you don't know anything about this. Like The Hookup is a bop. That was my number 2 choice, in case you took my first one. In case you took the first one.
What was your number 1?
All right. I'm a little hesitant to be very vocal about my love for this song, because I understand that because of who co-wrote it, the song itself should be canceled, but that's not her fault. Okay. But Outrageous.
Okay.
I love Outrageous. I like the original version. I like the Junkie XL remix of it. I think Outrageous is really legit. I do have a beef with Outrageous, because it was the filming of that video that gave us that knee injury, and we never got the Britney back that we were supposed to, that we are owed, that we deserve, that we stand. So like that's unfortunate. And the whole R. Kelly thing is a really unfortunate just thing to be attached to that song. So don't anybody cancel me. I'm not co-signing on any of the behaviors of Mr. Kells, but I'm just saying it is a great song. It's a great song.
It is a great song. I agree wholeheartedly on
really
all of
great
those.
Song. This album also gave us Every Time, though.
Every Time is my second pick.
It was. Yeah, Every Time. I think we should put that on the playlist anyway, just because
I think so.
It's really important.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know why I love Every Time? It was obviously supposed to be an apology to Justin. I also really liked that when she would perform this song, they would let her sing it live.
Yes. It was one of the truly like genuine moments we got.
They would kind of like mix her in and out of a lot of other songs, but like this one, I remember there was a special on ABC, I think.
I remember that. Yeah.
Where
she
sang
basically
it
in the round.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember this.
Where she sang it, and it was just her in a stripped down feel with a stripped down dress. I don't know if you remember the dress being like tattered and whatever. And I remember that moment just being like, look at how gorgeous she is, and like vulnerable. Yeah.
Look at her go. Yeah. Every Time is awesome. Definitely deserves a mention. You know what we've left off of here? We totally skipped over Toxic. No, I was going to say
we did skip over Toxic.
We skipped over Toxic. And honestly, that would be fine with me. I'm only mentioning it because I just feel like that's what she won her Grammy for. I feel like we should at least like mention it, but I do not stand Toxic. I'm
not going. I mean, I do like Toxic.
You do.
It's not. If I'm going to put on a Britney song, that's not the first one I'm going to find.
No, and I'll tell you,
but I'm not going to skip it.
Oh, I skip it. No, I skip it. Doesn't do anything for me. Now there is a remix of it that's pretty legit. That Y2K Somebody's remix. Now that's pretty good. that's fun. And maybe we'll put that as a bonus on the playlist. We'll see how long this playlist gets.
All right.
but like regular Toxic, I don't know. And maybe that's also because everybody else just loved it so much.
And you're like,
the video
look at all
great.
these other. Yeah, the video is great.
Yeah, it's just that that's not the best song on this album. Like, you guys like got it wrong.
No way.
Yeah, no. What I did wanted to mention also from this album, you know, there was that bonus EP that had come out.
Yes.
Yeah. That had I've Just Begun Having My Fun.
Yes.
Which was also heard in Bridesmaids.
And Bridesmaids when they're getting off the plane.
Yes. I'm so happy you knew exactly where it was. Because like
Absolutely.
when I sat, I was like, whoa. I was like, that's Britney. And that's Britney that people don't know.
Yes.
I was really impressed with that. That was like a really fun thing for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's a great song. And The Answer. Do you remember The Answer?
I do. I don't know if I can like.
Or whatever, however, I don't know what those
Yes.
words are. I haven't heard it in years. I went down with my little free 7-Eleven Slurpee code to the iTunes so I can get this one like for free, because I did not want to have to buy the entire thing, because that was before they were selling like individual tracks. Really, you had to like.
We had to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, you had to buy the whole thing. Yeah.
I remember, speaking of little freebies, at this time, they had little CDs that you could get of Britney songs from Sbarro's that literally sat, Brave New Girl was one of them. And it sat like in the top of your soda cup, and you would go and you would get it there. I think there was a couple of other tracks that they released. It might have been like a Me Against the Music remix, maybe. But I remember getting Brave New Girl on a little baby CD that like fit right in the.
That is so cool. No, I was not aware of that.
Somewhere.
What other little things did she do? Because she had a lot of like endorsement thingies like that Polaroid iZone camera.
The Skechers. I posted it on my story yesterday. I don't know if you saw it.
I did.
Her Skechers campaign for the 4-wheelers.
So good.
Yep.
She was she was everything back then, and people didn't.
I recently rebought. Speaking, because you said 7-Eleven, they had for the Britney tour. Well, they called it the Britney tour, but it was the Dream Within a Dream tour. They had, because that's when she had her endorsement with Pepsi, and they had a Britney poster that they gave out at 7-Eleven, and I had it for years, and it ripped.
Oh,
I know, but don't worry, because when I was just buying things during quarantine, I certainly went on eBay and I said, well, I need it again. And I have it, and she's sitting in the roll, and she's not being touched until I frame her and I put her up.
That is awesome. I need to like get up on some of my like Britney collectibles, okay? Because like these things that like we threw out like from moving year after year after year, and it's like you're getting rid of this stuff, and it's like, you know what? Really should have let this stuff come with me each time. So every time you move, you're throwing out new things, and like, I'm not going to move this one more time. I'm not going to move this one more time. And I regret it. I totally regret it. I do still have all of my Britney tour programs, though.
Perfect.
Yeah, which is like so good. All right. Wow, we've been going for 40 minutes.
And
we're only halfway done.
We're only halfway done.
And I'm not ashamed.
No.
I do. All right. Before we get to the next album, though, unless you had something more for In the Zone.
No, I think we've kind of finished up In the Zone and where she lives in our hearts.
Yeah, I feel good about it. So our selections from that was what? We had Showdown and Outrageous, two great choices.
Yes.
In between then is when she had her canoodling with K-Fed. And we had that disastrous TV show that I did not watch.
Chaotic.
I did not watch that.
I have it on DVD if you want to borrow it.
To be honest, I sort of do. Just because like now I'm curious. Like after the fact. But that did give us an EP that had a couple of songs on it. That gave us Chaotic.
Yes.
Mona Lisa,
yep.
And the heavily panned Someday.
Yep.
Now, Chaotic and Mona Lisa, I still listen to.
Okay. Chaotic I can be down with. Mona Lisa's not really my scene. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I think it's just fun to sing. But I don't get it. I have no intentions of adding this to our playlist. I really only wanted to mention this because I really wanted to slam someday.
Oof, look at that.
I know I've got the flash art cover. That is really terrible. I mean, that really just shows you how we ended up where we did.
Yeah.
I really don't doubt that Kevin had a lot to do with the beginning stages of her troubles. Sorry, there's facts here. That's when things really started to go down. Someday is bad, Kevin. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Do you actually stand this song, or you're just lightly supporting it? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I do like this song. I like the song. I like the video. I know she wanted to be a mother very much so, and I feel like this was her way of celebrating that. And I like, maybe it's because I like the visual also. The visual is her, and she didn't try to tie K-Fed into it as like, look at us and the family we're creating. Like, that was a moment for her. I'm grabbing my heart as if, like it's for me, but it was
as if she's part of your family.
Yes.
But she feels like she is, though. Like, that's the thing.
She does feel like she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought that it was a moment for her, and to celebrate the fact that she was going to get to be a mom, which she wanted to do, and K-Fed sucks. So.
Okay. All right. That's a nice spin. On it. All right. And because of that, I'll give it another listen.
Okay.
I'll try. I won't, when I'm in the car and I hear tiny hands, I'm like, no. No. I go, oh, and I skip it like right away.
Tiny Hands isn't Someday. Tiny Hands
what is
my baby.
I don't like that one either then. I don't like anytime she's talking about her kids. Yeah.
I don't like that song because I gave it to her with Someday. I don't want to hear about it now.
All right. Well, however Someday starts.
Tiny
Tiny hand. No. Actually, not. No, I'm scared. And I'll be scrambling to find my phone. Like, no. Like, before it gets any further. Like, absolutely. Turn off the stereo if we can't find the phone. Just turn off the stereo. No. Silence instead of that. Never that. Silence. Never that. So stupid.
Oh god.
All right, so that's it for Chaotic.
Yeah.
All right, now this, I know a lot of fans say this, but this is my favorite Britney album. Okay,
Blackout.
Yeah. And it's my favorite. Well, it's my favorite because I really feel like this album really defines an era. And it's not just hers, in my opinion. I feel like the way that she has diversified her genres and talents and things here, that she really set the stage for people like Kesha.
Yeah.
All right. We didn't have white girls doing things like Freak Show and Toy Soldier and all that stuff before, she did it. And that is what paved the way for songs like Blow and for Kesha. I mean, honestly, anything that she does. I mean, anything.
Yeah.
At least in the beginning of her. And Blackout, obviously, is also the beginning of, some of her issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get the whole list up here because there's a lot that came from this. Oh, wait a minute. I skipped Greatest Hits.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all right. There's only 2 new tracks on that. We can chat about that too. We should chat about that because they were legit. All right. So my prerogative.
Oh yeah.
All right. Really breathed some new life into things for me. I didn't care about the Bobby Brown version, but this one was fun.
I didn't know the Bobby Brown version until after.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I was familiar with that, and I was like, no, sorry, I think I like Britney's better. And I think it's really just because I like Britney better.
Better.
Yeah. But no, my prerogative I thought was pretty legit. And so was Do Something.
Oh, yeah.
And the video for that, also fun.
Fun, yes. What's going on? We don't know.
Well, I don't know. I definitely felt
But
like
it doesn't matter.
somebody was just high the entire time.
Yes.
But that's fine because like it was a bop and the video was fun. So
yeah.
All right. So there's greatest hits. We did it. There's really nothing else that came from that was like noteworthy. And it was, whatever. It was a regurgitation of what we already knew. Oh gosh. We also skipped over those dance remix albums. I don't have much to say about those. I like them.
Yeah.
They're fine. They were fine just to kind of get us in between actually getting new music.
Album cycles, yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
whatever to that. But all right, let's see here. I mean, obviously, Gimme More, iconic, except for I really like Gimme More. I just that performance of it, like on the VMAs, it's just, we know we were in a bad place, but that's still a tough watch. Yeah, definitely a blemish on our.
And you know what it is? I've gone back and watched it after the fact.
Okay.
While it's not the best performance by any means, it's not as bad as people may remember because it wasn't Slave for You. It wasn't the sequin outfit at the VMAs. It wasn't even the remix that she had with like NSYNC and her at the desks and whatever.
Right.
Which, God, I love that. When she comes out of those lockers.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even expect it. Over here.
No. Over here. No. Here. Bang! Ooh, so good. Anyway, sorry.
So good.
I digress. It's just not. It doesn't have the magnitude of and power that those had, and I also feel like we now are privy to the fact that Britney is on certain medications, and I don't believe that her medications were where they needed to be at that time, and I think that to make money, the people, her team at the time, just kind of threw her out there and said, "Go do it."
Yeah, this is.
But it's not as bad as people think it is. I think
I'd have to give it another look. I remember thinking, like, "Wow, this was rough," especially because like that night I was supposed to go out, and I said, "You know what? No, I'm not going out. I'm going to stay home to watch Britney." And I was like, "Ooh, I stayed home for this." Like I was, I was definitely a little disappointed. But the song itself, I still love. And I also love the 2 remixes that we got of it that had some pretty legit people on it. We got a little Kim remix and we got a remix with T.I.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I see you. I see you. Yep. I thought that was pretty legit. I'm not the biggest fan of Piece of Me.
Neither am I.
Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, here we go. First fight.
Nope.
First fight.
No.
Yeah, not good. I enjoy the lyrical message behind it, but Piece of Me is a skip for me. That's a skip.
But it won her first VMA, which is wild to me.
It is wild to me because it almost felt like it's like we kind of know that we are wrong for not handing her a VMA in the past. So let's just give it to her. Give her one now. And that's kind of how I felt about the Grammy for Toxic also, because it was like a side Grammy. It wasn't even like a legit one. It was like, it was like a weird like songwriter. Yeah, it was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like people were just pissed that she didn't get a Grammy, so we just decided to give her one. People were pissed that she didn't get a Moon Man, so we gave her one.
Retroactive, here you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, kind of felt a little off to me. Heaven on Earth. Clunker. Yeah, skip always.
We could do without it.
Yeah, just drags on. Hot as Ice was fun.
Hot as Ice was fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
The top, I mean, I'm just going to dive into it because I'm practically exploding to tell you.
Yeah.
My favorite song off of this album is Toy Soldier, period.
Yes. Yeah. And that is our first, that's our first conflict.
Yeah.
Toy Soldier was my number 1 choice. However, I am not upset to submit then Freak Show.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be.
I'm actually really happy that it went this way because I really was upset thinking of a playlist without Freak Show. Especially because Freak Show became such a big part of the Vegas show also. So yeah, great. No, totally agree. Toy Soldier is a bop even to this day.
It sure is.
It is a masterclass in just everything.
And yeah,
Yeah, in life.
That song reminds me of the bunkhouse.
Oh my gosh.
The bunkhouse.
We probably crossed paths at
I'm
some
sure we
point
did,
during
and we
that
were
period.
probably dancing together to Toy Soldier.
Yeah, I'm sure we were. I'm sure we
Because
were.
every time I was there, I was scooting my boot up to the DJ booth.
Hi,
Excuse me.
Hi. Can you play
Me again?
Can you play Toy Soldier?
Yes.
No, yeah, really legit. No arguments there. And again, songs like that is, I feel like, what made Kesha like acceptable. Because if she just stepped out with like a TikTok or whatever, people were like, like you needed somebody who was already established to kind of like usher that one in.
Yeah.
Of course, Miss Britney rose to the occasion.
Of course she did.
Thank goodness. Yeah. Clunkers, well, Heaven on Earth, that was the clunker. I didn't really like Ooh Ooh Baby when this album first came out. Now, down the road, I like it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about and I think I skip it because of this. I don't think I'm crazy about Why Should I Be Sad?
Oof.
Is that the think about if I did it? That one?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm good. Probably because I also think of like K-Fed.
I think of that too, but that's kind of why I liked this. I felt like she co-wrote this song with Pharrell. I thought that was very cute that they were kind of continuing their relationship, and it looked like because she allowed herself to be vulnerable for a moment, that kind of meant that she was furthering her friendship with him as well. And I thought the whole thing was nice.
Okay.
I like that song. I'll stand up for it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not ready to go to blows for it or anything, but like, but good song. I think it's legit. Now this had some good bonus tracks though. That came out like subsequently. Get Back is a real bump.
Yes.
Yeah, and like nobody talks about that, and I think that's disgraceful. And I'll also give a very special mention. All right, okay. I liked Everybody. Her vocals were like they're a little questionable. Like certainly not our best thing, but I thought the song was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But Get Back is a bop.
Get Back is a bop. I haven't actually listened to that in too long.
That's
I know what I'm listening to in the car later.
Yeah, see? And that is what like Spotify and Apple Music are so good for, because like they bring these things to our remembrance and they just make it so easy that we don't have to like rebuy these things,
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize I wrote it down, but I said special mention, Get Back, but I did it anyway. All right, now going into Circus is where I start to have some issues here. All right, so this cover is fine. Whatever.
I think there were better pictures in the packaging that we could have used. The one of her on the tightrope with the umbrella, perhaps.
I love that you remember that so well.
Like you.
That's great. No, yeah, we could have done a lot of things different with Circus. Circus felt a little rushed to me. Like maybe we just did this because like we had to now keep up with the one album a year thing. And I don't think it really did us any favors. However, there's some good songs in this album. I don't think it's not a complete flop. My big issue with this is Radar showing up back on here.
Yep.
I don't like that. All right. It doesn't sound like a circus. Yeah. It doesn't sound like a circus track. Very, very much from the blackout period. And I don't know. And the video for Radar also was a hard miss for me.
The horses and the polo.
Yeah. Well, I remember all horses. I'm like, what is this? Like Mariah Carey's Butterfly? Because I didn't like the horses in that. I didn't like the horses in that either. I thought it was pretty lame. This wasn't my favorite thing.
Yeah. I just don't understand why they did it.
No, I don't understand either. Because like,
now was it a single off of it was a single off of Circus, right? Not off of Blackout.
And that I'm not even 100% sure on, because that was such a weird time. Let's look it up. Let's look out when that video actually came out. It was a Circus single. See, everything about that was weird.
Yeah.
Boo. No. Boo. I mean, good song. good song.
Not worthy of 2 albums.
No,
but good.
No, I mean we didn't even want it to be a single in the first place. So now you re-release it and then you make it a single, and the last one at that. I don't know. Yeah, it's very strange to me. However, there are some good that came from Circus.
Shattered Glass, for instance.
The lyrics to Shattered Glass are amazing. Shattered Glass is a great song. I just wish it was a little longer. Every time like I'm really getting into it, it's like just about to end. It kind of felt like a half effort. But the song itself is good. No, I like Shattered Glass. What else do we like from this one?
I like If You See Gamey. I mean, who but Britney Spears can put out a single that they're going to play on the radio called If You See Gamey?
Yeah. And that video, seeing her come down with that pie is just like, that's one of the most iconic, like, Britney looks to me, like, came from that. Yeah. Like, that's a great song. And it really is. There's a great remix of that, too. That Crooker's remix of that song is really good. So I'll just leave that there. Blur, I think, is fantastic. I agree. I really like Blur, and I also like Poppy.
Yep. Well,
I thought you were going to say
I
no.
agree with you on Blur.
You don't like Poppy?
I have to pass on Poppy. I just don't. There's just a lot of sounds and things that are happening on this album, and then Poppy happens, and I have to skip it because I also really like Mannequin, and Mannequin is next, so I'd rather get to Mannequin.
All right. Now, Tommy hates Poppy, and this is like something that comes up like all the time. I stan this song, and I'm sorry to say that is my selection for the playlist. I really like Poppy.
All right.
But my second thing was, Mannequin, I like Mannequin, except I don't like the lyrics. I think it's just such a stupid song. Like, it's just so stupid. But the beat is, like, really legit. That dance break, I feel like we're robbed for having not gotten a video for that.
Yes.
Because I really think that would have and could have been something iconic. Did you see the Circus tour?
Yes.
Okay.
And when I saw it, Mannequin wasn't in because she didn't always do Mannequin.
That's exactly where I was going to go with this. Yeah. She didn't do it for us. When she went to Europe, she did it, and then she came back and then stopped doing it. I don't understand that, because I saw Circus twice. Both legs. I saw it like the first round. The Pussycat Dolls I was supposed to open, and they were breaking up, so then they didn't. And then she went to Europe and added Mannequin. Then she came back, and I saw her again, and she removed it. What is that?
Did she do the You Ought to Know live on the second leg? Or did Europe get that too?
I don't even remember that.
Because she didn't do it. I've seen videos of it, but she didn't do it when I saw Circus. I only saw it the first leg.
Oh, I don't remember that at all. So I'm going to have to assume that then I guess she didn't.
It was just a one night only, maybe.
Unless it was just one of those things that just didn't resonate with me at all in that moment. Yeah. So like that also could have been. So I don't want to say no definitively, but I don't remember it at all. I also like Lace and Leather. I thought that was fun.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of? Oh, never mind. We'll get there. I thought Up and Down was on this album. It's not.
Oh, no, that's next.
That's next.
So what would your pick from Circus be then?
My pick from Circus is If You See Gamey.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Totally fair. Iconic.
We skipped over Kill the Lights though.
I like Kill the Lights.
That song. I like
song.
It. I did. Yeah. Video. I don't get why we don't just get a real video of Britney.
I don't know either.
And not a cartoon. I didn't ask for a cartoon. Isn't that Kill the Lights?
Is it? I know we got something animated for Break the Ice.
Break the Ice. That's what I was thinking.
Yes. Do we get any? Wait, this says music video. Oh, it was a fan fiction. Oh, there was an animated thing for this too. It was like it was a fan thing. The winner of the contest would get to see their story becoming a plot for official music video, blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, there was a video.
And it was animated, right?
Yeah. You know, I never saw it. Wow. Look at that. The more you know.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, thank
You're
goodness
never too old to learn.
No, thank goodness we're gathered here.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do when we get off now.
Yes.
I have to watch this. Yeah, oh wow, I'm excited. Something Britney I haven't seen.
Right.
Awesome. Good. That's exciting. So I guess with that then.
Here she is.
Femme Fatale. Here's the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't love it.
Don't love it.
Oh, good.
There's just, again, this going back to your feelings on like the In the Zone album cover. It's too much space.
Yeah, what does this tell me? It tells me nothing.
It doesn't tell me Femme Fatale.
Oh, we skipped the singles collection. Nothing again really to say there, except 3 is a bop.
3 is a bop.
3 is a bop, and that was a great video.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just leave that there. We'll leave that there.
You know what we've skipped over, and we're way past it now, but
that's all right. We can go back. What is it?
My Only Wish This Year. Britney's Christmas song.
That sounds legit. I like
and I am not an avid Christmas person. However, if that song comes on in April, I'm not skipping it.
No, no, I never skip it. Never skip it.
No.
That's a Christmas classic in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. Just didn't come from an album or anything, so I say
is it on the singles collection?
I don't believe so. I haven't.
Is it only on Now That's What I Call Christmas too?
Yes, and then I think Spotify has like a Britney Spears The Complete Collection playlist, and I do believe that it might appear on that. But I don't know, because I listen to that playlist like year round, and I feel like I might skip it if it was May. And I've never heard it come on there, so maybe it doesn't. But yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good one. We should put that on our playlist.
I think so too.
Yeah. Let's go write that down.
Sorry for jumping around on you people, but that was an important one that, classic.
Listen, if they made it this far into our conversation, then there's no reason to apologize. They want to hear about it. They are fine with jumping around.
Perfect.
So Femme Fatale.
Yeah.
I really like this album. Okay. Yeah, I really like this one. And this one had, I think, some bona fide bops in it. I don't know where to start. I don't want to start at the top. Till the World Ends.
Till the World Ends. Here's my issue with Till the World Ends. It's fine. It's not. I Hold It Against Me was, I think, the way to go with opening this album with first single. Go for it.
Yeah.
Till the World Ends just makes me mad because she has a dance double in the video, and the dancing is not even that hard.
I don't even remember that video at all. I didn't love that song. I really don't like that song.
And it's not great.
No, this song was kind of a miss for me. I did enjoy the remix, like with Nicki and Kesha.
Yes. Hi, puppy.
But surprise guest.
Surprise guest. Amazing.
But no, this song was kind of a miss for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. And I can't even find the remix anywhere. Like, is it on Apple Music?
It's not. Let's find out.
Because I look all the time on Spotify and I can never find it. And it's just, I remember there being some chicken line or something that I remember I liked. Like from Nicki. Yeah, I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, definitely missed that.
There is, it's called the Femme Fatale
remix.
Femme Fatale remix is on Apple Music.
Wow, has Spotify failed us? Or maybe I just have not done a good job searching. Till the World Ends, the remixes. Yeah, but see, it's every remix other than that. Yeah, I think this one just really lets us down. I think it lets us down. Yeah, I'm really like disappointed about that. We'll have to really do a deep dive later. And, yeah, we'll let everybody know. Yeah, because everybody's waiting with bated breath. Hold It Against Me Now.
Yes.
This song, I still blast this one, and that video, that video is everything.
It's so good.
I held the premiere party for this video because you remember it was like premiering like at like 10 p.m. on whatever night this was. Do you remember that?
I do.
And yeah, we had a whole thing. We had dinner. We had red carpet interviews. Everybody got like goodie bags. I went down to Dollar Tree. Bags. Oh yeah, I made got little white bags, and I bought these cards. It just had a big B on the front, and I cut the B off, and I pasted it on the outside of the bag. And I gave candy and Mardi Gras beads, and a remix CD that I burned from scratch.
Yes,
it was so great. Silly String. We had a great time that night.
That sounds.
You can actually ask Jay Hughes. They were there.
Yes.
Late, but there.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're really, really fun. I just remember it came on after Jersey Shore. This is like a really, really big deal back in the day.
I remember where I was too. I was babysitting my niece and nephew, and my sister had come home. And it was like 9:55, and I was like, "What?" And she lived in Bayshore at the time. I'm like, "I'm not going to make it home in time. I have to stay here now and watch it." Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was a big moment. It was really that's when like we made such a big deal out of music videos back then. Yeah, really big deal. Where else? Inside Out. I usually skip that. Sorry.
I Want to Go is a bop.
It is a bop. I just feel like it got played out. I skip this a lot now, but it's not the song's fault. It's WBLI, honestly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like you couldn't go anywhere without hearing "I Want to Go."
Mm-hmm.
And
so
also,
you needed to go.
I did, and it does.
I needed to go, and it does.
How I Roll, bona fide bop. Okay, I love How I Roll, and I've said that to other people, and people are like, and I'm like, you're wrong. You're dead wrong.
Yeah,
How I Roll is everything.
Any song that has a mouth pop in it.
So good. It's everything. It's everything. We need it. No, come on. It's the best. Drop Dead Beautiful. I like it.
Sabby.
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened to her.
She was supposed to be like a big deal. When they bring her up in the Femme Fatale tour, it's like, oh wow, she's here.
Yeah. Oh, she's actually here. Come to find out after the fact, she was only there because she had nothing else to do. It's just like too bad for her. But at least she gets to say that she went on tour with Britney Spears. You know, not many get to say that, so good for her.
Yeah. Correct.
Big Fat Bass. This is the beginning of Miss Brit working with will.i.am, beginning of that relationship. I think it's fun, but
I can skip it.
Ooh. I mean, it's just very repetitive.
Yes.
Yeah. I was excited to see will.i.am on this album, but like, just too much. It's just too much.
I love Trouble for Me.
Love Trouble for Me. I have to say, track 9 is always a good number. On these Britney albums. Okay, track 9 never lets us down. Going all the way back to Thinking About You. Track 9 has really, really done us well. And that is what Trouble for Me was. Trip to Your Heart is definitely a skipper. Gasoline. I think Gasoline should have been a single.
I could see that.
Yeah, I thought Gasoline was pretty legit. As was Criminal.
Criminal was good.
Yeah, it's good. We had some solid deluxe tracks on this one though.
Up and Down?
Up and Down is so good.
Yes, it is.
Up and Down is so good that it was even included on the tour, which like is not something that we often see from like deluxe and like bonus tracks, right? So like so good. Up and Down. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? Just very, very fun. Never skip. Nope. But He About to Lose Me was also very good, in my opinion. I like that song.
I like that song too.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't remember Selfish, if I'm being completely honest.
Something, 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 something. Be a little selfish.
Yes,
that song. Yes, that it is.
Boom, boom, baby, pick you up in my Mercedes. Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, depending on how much further I have in my commute will depend on whether or not I skip it.
Yeah.
But it's not an automatic skip. I'll say that. Yes. What did you think of Don't Keep Me Waiting?
I like Don't Keep Me Waiting's little rock vibe that we have going on, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the album for me.
Right. Doesn't fit with the rest of the album.
As a bonus track,
it's fun. And you know, the other, of course, you know who plays drums on that, right?
I do not.
I hope this is not like a false thing. This is what I read, and I believe it to be true. I am fairly certain that the person playing drums on this track was Travis Barker.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I feel like makes that a little bit more legit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've said it, and one cannot unring a bell, I do want to just like, I want to make sure that is actually like correct. But like, I feel like that's what I've always told people, and well, even if it ends up not being true. I don't even know if I want to tell people that. Like, we were just gonna have to just say like that is truth.
Yeah.
Now I'm dying to know. So now people are just gonna have to wait as we look this up.
Like,
oh yeah, but no, here it is. Yeah, Don't Keep Me Waiting. Yeah, song facts. Blink 182 stickman Travis Barker manning the drum kit. Mm-hmm. So there you are. Fun fact. You heard it here first,
I love it.
or maybe not.
I heard it here first.
There you go. At least someone did.
Yeah.
So what is your pick from this one?
My pick is, hold on, let me just double check.
Yeah, let's make sure.
Oh, How I Roll is my pick from this album.
I love it because that was my second choice in case you had chosen my first. So I love that because my pick is Hold It Against Me.
Okay.
Yeah. And also partly because of the video. The symbolism with the whole wedding dress thing and the throwing the paint on and everything, like I thought that was like a really, really cool thing. So for those who don't know, what that was supposed to be is her like having this crowning moment, like, you know, her getting married, but girls and everybody aspire towards. But then basically throwing all this paint all over her wedding dress, basically saying like she has now mucked up things that she's proud of, you know, and around her being like all the rest of her work, all her videos being shown around her, and then paint being thrown on that too. Just think that's like an interesting bit of imagery there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because, you know, come on, like Britney's deep. Y'all just didn't know. All right. Here we are.
Here we are indeed. Hi.
We are now up to Britney Jean. Okay. Pretty much ballyhooed. All right. So Britney Jean.
What are your feelings on Britney Jean, Kyle?
I mean, I think needless to say, this is our toughest.
Yeah.
This is our toughest body of work. Especially because before it, she was basically saying this was supposed to be her most personal. You know, we were supposed to be really getting a piece of her. You know, pun intended.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like that's what we got at all. All right. Alien is
clunker. Oh, okay. We can start at the top. Let's start at the top.
I started at the top because that's just seemed to be what clunker were you going to mention?
I think we all know Chillin' With You featuring Jamie Lynn Spears.
I wanted to like this.
I also wanted to like this.
Especially then, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a nice thing. But even then, when I still thought highly of Jamie Lynn,
I do not think that I have listened to the song in its entirety.
Wow.
Since I listened to it the first time.
Oh. Yeah. Oh no. I was forcing this song on myself. Like I really, like I really wanted to like this one, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Not,
it's just not good. It's just not good. Oh my gosh. But I, you know, Alien is a clunker too. I will always skip it. I always skip it. Gosh, this album is rough. Work Bitch is really fun.
It sure is.
Work Bitch is great. Might be a little controversial here, but I didn't love the video.
Okay.
I thought some of the choreography in this was a little weak. What is this? Like this whole thing missed me with it. That's nothing. That's a whole bunch of nothing. Like stop it. But she did look good in the water. Like that whole little setup was cool. Her on the ground, you know, pedaling her legs with the car in the background. Like that was very fun. Like we had fun moments, but like I don't know. Work Bitch works better for me as a song. But Perfume.
We have better ballads from mid tempos from Britney, certainly.
Yeah. And the video, not good enough.
Nope.
No. Now I did read something.
And that's one of those
Breathe
ones.
Heavy. No, go ahead.
Is
one of those
Perfume's one of those ones that isn't there two different videos for it? One that's darker and one it's like when we get to like Make Me on Glory. Like there's like a director's cut and then there's what they released to the public, and like I just wish they would stop doing that to her. Like the woman is turning 40 years old. Let her
let her do what she wanted to do.
She's a woman.
Now we see
Now,
why this happened. Yeah, she is a woman now. She's a woman now. There's actually an article about that on Breathe Heavy, like this week, about Joseph Kahn had apparently tweeted. For those who don't know, Joseph Kahn is the director of the Perfume video. Had a treatment for it that was completely different from what we actually got. And what's his name? Jordan Miller from Breathe Heavy wrote this whole thing about what this was supposed to be, like planning out everything that Joseph Kahn had said about this video. And I hope that we get to see that at some point. Yeah, because Joseph's tweet was, "Oh, I'm going to go back and watch the director's cut of Perfume and see what that was all about." So like he still got it. So maybe now that she's freed, maybe we'll actually get that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'd like to see what that was, because the Perfume video was a hard miss for me. Now, but there were some somewhat serviceable songs on this album, though. I don't think the whole thing was like. I think it was her worst effort, but it should be easy. I still think it's kind of fun.
I agree.
You know, we had David Guetta has songwriting credit on that one. I think it's pretty legit. Tick Tick Boom.
Tick Tick Boom. Body Ache.
Body Ache, very fun. I even think that Till It's Gone was fun. Which also saw an assist from David Guetta. All right, so this wasn't like a complete flopper. It's just not one that should be like heavily celebrated. Yeah.
It's not in the holy trinity of our dear Holy Spirit, you know?
Oh no, absolutely not. What would you select as your song here
for
our playlist?
Well, where did we go?
What?
Oh, I was like frozen. I couldn't see you.
Oh, you were fine for me.
Oh, you said what would I select for?
Yeah. Who would you pick for this?
Who would I pick for this? I'm gonna have to say Work Bitch by default.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That wasn't my first choice. I said it should be easy. Okay. I like that song. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I guess the only other thing that I have to say about this time period was that I did think that Scream and Shout was fun. That was something else that we got from the collaboration with will.i.am. And the remix was really legit also. That saw a lot of like different people working with Miss Spears, you know. Because we had Diddy on that. Who else is on that? Lil Wayne. And there was somebody else, obviously of lesser importance. Hot Boy or whatever his name was, whoever that is, like who cares about that? But the remix was pretty legit. Also gave us a much harder beat. We had her hair in this high pony.
High pony.
Yeah, come on.
Involved. Yeah.
Come on. That was a pretty cool thing for her, in my opinion. But
I agree.
guess, yeah. I don't think we got any iconic videos from this time, though.
No.
Yeah, we didn't really get a lot from her. I really think that that's about it. And I guess last, but really not least,
Certainly not least,
was Glory. And obviously we've
2016.
I know, it doesn't feel like that came out that long ago, does it?
It's been 5 years since we got an album from Brit. Wow.
I really hope she's coming back. I want her to be good, and I want her to enjoy her life. However, we're ready. We are ready. Glory, I think, is a very, like, just horribly underrated album.
I agree.
There's a lot of good things that happened on this album, in my opinion, not including Invitation, though. That song is just...
No.
I don't think I've ever made it to the end of that.
No.
This also had some clunkers, because Man on the Moon, I don't even acknowledge that either.
Man on the Moon, yeah,
Man on the Moon is really bad.
I don't always understand the Britney singing in other languages thing, like Coupe Electrique. Like, it, to me, Britney doesn't know how to speak French.
And stop trying to make it that I have to now also. Because now that you've given me this song, I'm trying to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
But so I think the song has cool vibes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I also love when they're at the end of Glory, it says mood ring by demand, which, yes, we were demanding it. But does it need to say by demand?
Yeah, I feel like that's what her father made it say, was because he didn't want that to come out.
Yep, probably.
That's his virtual middle finger to us.
Yeah.
Like, fine. I guess I can't ignore this anymore. I like Mood Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mood Ring is like way more fun than like I expected it to be. What else came from this? I definitely want to shout out Private Show.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought she was giving us some really nice vocals on this one.
I agree, and I like the video for it too.
There's a video for Private Show?
Yeah.
No.
Slumber Party. Sorry.
Oh.
I was like,
oh my gosh. I was like, please no. I'm like, there's another video I missed. I was like, how could that possibly be so?
No, I'm sorry to startle you. That's not the situation.
Okay, I was startled. I was clicking like crazy. It's like, wait a minute, where? What? Slumber Party. I like Slumber Party too, though.
Yeah, me too.
And I enjoyed the
remix with Tinashe. Yeah,
I like Tinashe. I'm a big Tinashe fan, actually. I like Tinashe a lot, so I thought that was cool. And it was also cool how she spoke about being on the track with Britney, because she really said like a lot of like just really nice things about how she's been a fan for years and all that stuff. And I just thought it was nice that in this period in time where like a lot of people seem to be putting up distance from her, Tinashe wasn't. She didn't just hop on the song. She also just talked about how much of a fan she was. So I thought that was a cute thing.
Yeah.
What did you think of Make Me with G-Eazy?
It's not lead single material for me. Not when we have songs like Clumsy and Private Show and Liar and other songs that
Liar.
Let
me tell you something about Liar. For me, that is the best bonus track we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
How that didn't make the actual album, I don't even understand. That should not have been a deluxe thing. That should have just been, that absolutely should have been a single.
Yeah.
Lyrically, vocally, in every single way, Liar is a hit.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that was a miss from the team. From the team. What else did I really like? Love Me Down. Love Me Down and What You Need. I felt like were slight departures from like the sound of the album, but really great tracks. And again, I felt like she was actually singing. Like, there were a lot of reports that maybe she didn't. I did read that, but I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
What's the one that they say sings for her? Maya Marie. That's her name, right?
Yeah. Then she was singing for her on Passenger and stuff like that. Like that was from the the previous album. But yeah, there were a lot of rumors about that, but I don't know. I thought those are some really solid tracks that we got from Glory. Yeah, I like Glory a lot.
Altogether, a very solid piece to put out.
Yes.
A little
I did
redemption
feel some
after
guilt.
Britney Jean.
I think more than a little redemption. I think Swimming in the Stars is a hard miss. I skip that every single time it comes up. If you had a situation where you're releasing a deluxe album and we hadn't heard this before, I don't really know why you picked that one, because it wasn't necessary. Not good enough. Could have just left that one on the cutting room floor. I love Matches, though.
Matches with Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I love Matches. Except I had read something that we were not supposed to be embracing this new music. I had read that this was stuff that like the conservatorship had put out, and that like we weren't supposed to be embracing these things because this wasn't like really from Britney or something like that. Question mark. So I wasn't really sure that I was supposed to be liking Matches. But I just got my Spotify Wrapped, and apparently that was one of my top songs of the year.
Okay.
I like Matches. I also, the special shout out to Just Love Me, though.
Yeah.
A little slower, but I even did that in one of my one-mans. I like Just Love Me. This is a great album.
So which one was the one for you?
I wrote 5 different songs because it's so hard for me to pick one. But if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with What You Need.
Okay, that's a solid choice.
Thank you.
I support your decision.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
What is yours?
Mine is Clumsy, and here's why.
That was one of mine. Yeah.
In my notes when I was writing these out the other day, I specifically put in parentheses, "Oops." So she's referencing herself, and then a killer bass drop after that.
Yeah. So good.
Like, so good.
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
Second being Liar, but that's just because deluxe.
Yeah, no, and I think
If we were
Liar
going
we
off
have
the
to put on the
original
playlist. We have to put that on the playlist. It has to be because Liar. That should have been a single. We should definitely deserve the video from that. We also deserve the video from Clumsy though. Because I did get to see her do Clumsy live, and that was like super fun. It was on my IG story for a while, like archived up there, but then I had taken that video from the Piece of Me tour that had kind of gone around. It was like, the Vegas show on the road. And then when I read that she didn't even want to do that tour, I felt guilty that I was there. I felt guilty when I had a video of it up. I was like, oh, she didn't really want this. I have to take this down. I'll send it to you. But really legit, because everything was super in sync. It looked great. Yeah. I don't know. I like Clumsy a lot. Good choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's everything.
We did it.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Britney Spears. You're welcome, world.
Absolutely. I mean, we couldn't have done it in any less time.
No, because I still feel like there is a significant amount of things that we could have gone into. Iconic live performances, just tours in general. The conversation we can have comparing tours. We'll have to just save for another time.
I know.
Maybe we should just do something Britney every month, and just keep talking about her. Why not? It's one of the few things in life that's still giving me joy.
Yes.
The world sucks right now, but at least in the Britney world, it's all great.
Absolutely.
But I think at 90 minutes, I think we're safe. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
I think so. I would just like to give a big happy birthday to my girl.
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, such a cute sign.
I have my thing. For the people at home, I was lucky enough to go to Good Morning America and sing happy birthday to Britney 40 feet away from her. So this relic right here from the circus cycle. She's old. She's a little wobbly, but she's staying strong, just like our girl Brit.
I'm so jealous that you were there.
Oh, it's so good.
I would always find out about those things like so far after the fact. It's like, oh no, it's happening. Like, and I just could never get it together. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't ever let that get broken. Don't ever lose that. That's so special.
Nope. She's going right back in the box where she was in her little tote. So she can.
Along with all the tour programs we have saved and things like that. Yeah. No, very safe. Very safe.
My Dream Within a Dream tour ticket.
You know, I took my ticket stubs and I put them in the back of the program, and I covered the whole thing up with Scotch tape to make sure that like it wouldn't fade as much. Didn't totally work. It definitely did fade, but I still think it's probably better off that way than having not done it. I even saved my confetti. Like any confetti that would fall, I would take it home and I would tape that on the inside of my programs. I just feel like it's just such a cool, like, special thing, you know? Especially as a kid, you're sitting there like, oh, I hope the confetti makes it to me. And you see like one little piece finally make it to your spot. Oh my gosh, you feel that like swinging in the wind. That was awful.
Oh no.
But that's so much fun. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun. We'll have to do another Britney episode soon. It's been a long time coming.
This is a long time coming. Everyone was owed this conversation. So you're welcome, world.
You're welcome, world.
But this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
Bye, everybody.
For those of you who stuck with us to the end, thank you so much. I've had a really great time celebrating the birth of Miss Britney Jean Spears. I want to say thank you real quick to everybody who participated this evening. Tommy for showing up live. Jess and Gabby for sending in your pre-recorded videos. Thank you so much. That was so in the spirit of just Britney's birthday and so in line with what Tommy and I always did with our Britney birthday dinner. So thank you so much for that. And of course, thank you so much to Kevin for joining me and just going on that whole journey with me. I had so much fun. What do we have coming up? Oh, wait. Before we have it coming up, go to thekylepettyshow.com. You can find the links for our playlist. You can also find it on my bio on Instagram, on the Kyle Petty Show. Instagram, blah, 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 blah. You'll find a link to our Spotify playlist that has every single song that we selected today, tonight, however you want to say it. That'll be there. Coming up on December 16th, Matt Sirico will be joining us for Matt and Kyle's Christmas special. Okay, so it's not quite a Very Petty Christmas. Obviously not doing that this year. Maybe next year. But Christmas has always been our holiday, and we could not let it go by again without doing a little something. So December 16th, 9 p.m. We'll be doing that. And that's what we have. So listen, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Check out thekylepettyshow.com. All the links for everything Kyle Petty is right there. Thanks so much for joining. This has been like a really, really fun time. And that's it. Thanks a lot.